GrustleMedia.com.
Official number one for hip hop and R&B. It is my great pleasure to have Miss Wallace, the author of the new Biggie book, in the building today.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Wallace.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. It's always good to see you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You always look well put together.
Oh, thank you.
You know, accessories, bracelet, scarf, just ladylike always. Just always look lovely. So I got the book yesterday, and I started reading it this morning. So I got about a quarter of the way through.
Oh, good.
And just now while you were sitting here, I didn't mean to be rude and not be having conversation with you, but I got stuck again in the middle of the book.
That's okay.
It's a good read so far, and I definitely will finish it by the end of the week. But how are you, and how do you feel about this?
I am fine.
Good.
And I'm feeling wonderful about the book.
Good.
I'm getting great reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And
are you really? Are the reviews good?
Yes,
Excellent.
I am.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm getting a little ifs and buts there, whys and whys.
From who? From
everybody.
The snobby.
Yeah, not really snob. I'm not going to label them snob. But they're.
I'll do that. Don't worry.
Okay, you do the snob.
The snobby journalistic. Okay, so you're getting a couple of ifs and buts, but overall good reviews.
Very good reviews.
So take people through the book. The book comes out November 1st, right?
Yes.
Now you go through. I mean, you started your life, which is interesting.
Very.
Miss Wallace, had a few
ups and downs.
Ups and downs herself. Yeah. Talks about how you met Biggie's dad, and that you, like you say, quote unquote, played you. So you're pregnant with Biggie in your belly. After this, you find out that he was married already.
Yes, he was.
And she shares all of this kind of stuff about her life, and then takes you into how Biggie came into the world with her being this young mother in Brooklyn, trying with all these hopes and dreams. Biggie coming. I mean, it's good. It's really good. And then obviously through.
It's a juicy book.
It's a juicy book.
No pun intended, by the way.
Was that your intention going in, or is that just how it came out?
Actually, I wanted to tell the truth. This is a truth book. It's and when you're telling your story, don't hold back. Tell everything. I didn't want to leave anything out. Whatever I left out, I'm sure it's for the other book. But
there's gonna be another one, part two. There'll be part two.
Not really part two, but there's gonna be another book, most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you definitely. It is a juicy book. I definitely have a lot of questions for you today about some of the statements. I was so surprised to read about in the book. I mean, you're very honest in some of your opinions about Puffy and Kim and C's and wow. Who knew? and Faith, who actually writes the foreword on the book, right?
Yes.
Now you and Faith have become very close.
Faith and I were never apart.
No, but but wasn't Biggie and Faith not in a good place when he passed?
Well, they were separated.
But
my relationship with Faith during that time
was still good.
I had a great deal of respect for her when she married my son. I still have a great deal of respect for her today.
You feel it throughout the book too, the way you refer to her and the way you talk about her, and even her in her foreword. You could sense the closeness there. And how are the kids?
The kids are wonderful.
How are your grandbabies?
The grandbabies are wonderful.
The last time Faith was here, she was saying that Chris was looking like, and CJ was looking like he might have a little music, a little hip hop in his blood.
Well,
have you seen any of that? Have you seen signs of that?
I've seen a producer in him.
Really?
I've seen a wonderful writer and a great producer.
We're going to wait. We're not going to stay all over him because we want him to grow up nice and when he's ready. But we're going to be watching him and we're going to be waiting for the first 16 bars to come out. We're here and we're waiting and we'll go straight to the air.
Okay.
All right. So we'll talk about the book today. We'll take some calls. Do you mind talking to some people?
I don't mind.
Excellent. 1-800-223-9797. The book hits stores November 1st. So we'll get into some of the juicy stuff about it. and all of that. So 1-800-223-9797. I also have some tickets to the VIP screening of Get Rich or Die Trying, starring 50, and 50 will be there. And I also have some, what is this? The Chris Brown VIP listening party. I'll give those away right now. If you call 97, you will be in the building. And you'll also get his new album, which is not out yet. Okay, so good luck. 1-800-223-9797. It's Hot 97, official #1 for hip hop and R&B. Were you gonna get a Biggie joint?
I was trying.
You should have had one ready. I don't know why you're like thumbing through the stuff now.
I mean, I got here a little late, Angie.
And that's okay? And
No,
this is okay.
not.
Why?
It's not okay.
You're embarrassing me in front of Miss Wallace now.
I'm sorry, Miss Wallace.
Let's go with one more chance.
One more chance?
Yeah, let's rock that. It's a Friday. This is gonna feel nice. It's rainy and smooth, and Miss Wallace is here, and this feels good. And we were just talking about faith.
Yeah.
It's Hot 97. It's 50. Window shopper. Hey, it's Hot 97. Official #1 for hip hop and R&B. I have movie passes to check out 50's movie with 50 there with you at the screening, and we'll give those away during the countdown. Miss Wallace is here today. Who will be working on a Biggie movie in February?
February 2006, shooting starts.
Lower it a little bit. February 2006, shooting starts. So we're discussing in here how important, Wayne's here too, Wayne Barrow, the great Wayne, who would play Biggie in this movie? Do you have in your mind any thoughts at all, Miss Wallace?
On the movie?
On who could play your son?
We're still shopping.
Right.
You know, we're shopping. There's a lot of, people would like to be a part of it.
Right.
But to find Biggie, Christopher, Notorious B.I.G., that's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
They have to really find Christopher as not only as a man, they have to also find him as a rapper. That person have to be him. As we're talking about, even if they have to gain the weight to be that,
right.
They have to know his walk, his talk, the way he even snores. So that's not going to be easy.
Who is this person going to be? Make yourself known out there. There's some struggling actor in New York City right now who should start putting the weight on right now if you're too thin to get ready for this, because it has to be the right thing. And you told me that you're not going to be in the movie. You're going to have somebody play you.
Someone's going to play me.
Ms. Wallace, I mean, you're a woman. I know you probably have ideas because if somebody was playing me, oh boy, I'd have a hot list of chicks to play me. I'm sure you have a few women in mind to play you. Anybody?
Yeah. Earlier on, I'd spoken to Lynn Winfield.
Nice. Nice. I could see that.
We will talk again.
Okay.
Because she said, she would do it. But that was about 3 years ago.
Okay, so we don't know.
So we're thinking about Alfred Woodard.
From what?
Desperate Housewives, the black woman.
Dang, why don't I watch Desperate Housewives? I'm the only person.
Alfred Woodard.
Okay,
Woodard.
she's big because she's on Desperate Housewives. I don't watch. Doesn't mean the show's big.
She just has that motherly.
She has that motherly swagger. She has that Miss Wallace swagger. All right, so okay, so they'll start shooting the movie in February. Also, too, we want to shout everybody who, when we did the phone drive with Biggie, the Biggie phone drive, and we collected all the money for the Christopher Wallace Foundation. All those people donated money over the phone. You guys actually donated a big chunk of that, right? To
the Katrina/Rita hurricane victims.
Yes.
We were very fortunate to do that.
I just wanted to mention that and just say thank you again to everybody who made a donation to let you know that your money went to a great place. So thank you again. All right, so the book, November 11th. Don't worry. I mean, first. Sorry. November 1st, Biggie, the book by Miss Wallace will be in your bookstores. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to all the good stuff in it during the countdown today, which is on the way. If you have some questions for Miss Wallace, you can call us now, 1-800-223-9797. Oh, LOX. It's true. It's Hot 97, official #1. Chris Brown, Jewels, Run It on Hot 97 official number 1. Congratulations to Malia Gonzalez, who's going to hang out with Chris Brown at his album listening party, and she'll get the album also before it hits stores. She's from Jamaica, Queens. And also shout to Jewels, because he's going to be my guest on Monday afternoon. Miss Wallace is here now. We're having some Island Punch, I'm having a beef patty, and we're sorting through the Biggie book, which will be in stores November 1st, and everybody can get. And the Brooklyn Mint full collection's coming out too, right?
Yes.
When is this, fall?
And that is fall. The fall collection, full collection, will be fall 2006. And that's the full line, the Brooklyn Mint line.
Are you doing all of this? Are you regulating all of this? The clothes, the book, the album,
movie.
The movie?
Yeah, I've been a busy little woman.
Did you have any idea that you were gonna be doing all of this? Ever?
No. But earlier on, one of the attorneys did say to me, Voletta, did you know what you're taking on? She asked me a lot of questions, and I realized that, yes, I had to
take on
Christopher as a whole, his legacy as a whole, do certain things on my own. The clothing line that he started was never materialized, and I felt, this is a part of him that I needed for myself, and as a result of that, I went about and just started, and I got a lot of help. Don't get me wrong.
Right? Does it keep you close? You know what I'm saying? Is living out some of his dreams and helping to make some of this come out.
Keeping close, yeah.
You know what I mean?
In a sense, yeah.
Because I would imagine sometimes the process of it, like the process of the book, has to at some points be difficult for you.
Yeah, there was a lot of tears.
Right.
Doing this book, there were days when I just cried and I put the pen down, I put the tape recorder down, and sometimes I would say for a whole week I didn't even look at it. I never even thought of it. So yes, it was really heart-wrenching, just doing certain parts of it. Certain part was a lot of fun, but to keep my son's memory alive. Whenever someone asked me the other day, how do you feel when you see him on the screen? When I see my son, and it doesn't make me sad.
Right.
To me, I feel he's here. Even though physically he's not, his spirit is here. I heard his voice. It's that voice that I know that I'm hearing. So yes, I do feel close to him.
And so it makes you feel happy then when you see him.
Yes, I do.
It's not a sad, it's not a happy, it's a happy thing.
Yes, I do.
Well, that's good because, we play him all the time and people rep him all the time and, there's pictures of him all everywhere and, so he's definitely being remembered out there. So November 1st, the book is out. Okay. I'm going to start at the top of the countdown. We'll go through a couple of these sections.
Okay.
Because there's definitely some interesting things in this book that I'm going to ask Miss Wallace about that she knows I'm going to ask her about. Just quick, though, on a fun note, I love, because there's a little story where she talks about the first time that she heard Hot 97, which I thought that was really cool. What was on?
It was,
she turns on the, I'm
this Jamaican artist.
Basically playing she turns to Hot 97. Because it was clear.
Super cat.
It was
super
clear.
Cat. Super cat.
Super cat.
Super cat. Super cat.
Right. And then you heard your son's voice.
I heard his voice.
And it said, then she says, then Hot 97 became my station. And every time I listened, I heard about Christopher and his latest projects. Oh, because we told you. His CD and soundtrack. And that took me back to a place when the music was coming out and we were on the air and everything that was just going on at that time and some of the just the great interviews that we had, and it was just cool to read that part of the book. Okay, so the rest we'll get to during the countdown. I'm going to give you a chance to ask her some questions too. 1-800-223-9797 is the telephone number, and Do you have that right there ready?
Yeah, but we can't. Come back, maybe.
Oh, maybe when we come back. All right. Sat 97, official number 1. Yeah, it's countdown time. Most requested songs in the city. We are sponsored today by Peanut Chews. I love me a peanut chew.
Or 2 or 3 or 4.
Choose something different. I tend to eat more than
5.
one. It is true. It is true. But I'm laying off now the carbs. I'm in the gym. Miss Wallace is here with me. Miss Wallace is looking nice too. I told her she looks slim. She says, no. Do you care about that stuff? Do you watch what you eat? Do you work out? Do you
I watch what I eat.
You do watch what you eat.
What I eat, I do have a Steermaster.
Yeah?
I do have a treadmill. And
Do you use them?
Yes.
Okay. Because have them and use them.
Yeah, in the wintertime, I try to lax, though. I don't do much in the wintertime, but in the summertime, I do.
I know in the book, too, you say that's one of the things that you would have done different is the way you fed Christopher as a child because of, I guess, his size or his weight.
Yeah. Well, as a mother, you want him to have everything. Then I didn't know I was just a mother who wanted to give my son the nicest things, the chopped sirloin, the filet of flounder, sauteed in butter, so you don't know better. You think that's the best.
Right.
Then, you was all that grease and stuff you were giving him, and then he was loving every minute of it.
Did you ever get on his case once he got older?
No.
Nah, because he was your big boy son.
I thought that was him now. He's on his own. He should watch his diet.
Right. He's grown. He's grown now.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hook somebody up after number 1 today. I got movie passes for this new 50 movie, and he will be there. Miss Wallace's book, Biggie, will be out in stores November 1st. It's a great read. I highly recommend it. She does not hold anything back in this book at all. I mean, I'm not, I don't want to harp on just some of the more controversial things, but we will tap into them, like your feelings towards Puffy and Kim and, well, let's start with the Puffy thing, which I was so confused about because it seems you have a good or you have a decent relationship at this point.
I have a very good relationship with Puffy.
So then the book comes out, and Puffy must read the book, and read the part when you talk about his interest being his own and not yours or your son's, and how he lured your son into a friendship with $25,000, and not so much flattering things about him. Does he question you about it? Do you talk about this?
I haven't spoken to him on a one-to-one about it yet. I'm sure his peoples read the book and told him what I said.
Right.
But when I did the book, I felt what I wrote. I'm not going to take anything back. When I did it, that's what I meant, and I still do. Puffy's a wonderful person, but that doesn't mean he's not human. I love him as a human being. As a businessman, sometimes I want to punch him over. And he has to respect that. He has to respect me for that. At the time when my son signed that deal and he got $25,000, I'm sure to the world, to Christopher, that was $1 million. To Puffy, shoot. This is just a little kid come out of Brooklyn, $25,000 is a lot of money.
Right.
But to me, please, that was garbage. I still think it's garbage. And I put it in the book.
Have you ever had those talks with him?
No.
No, you just kind of leave it alone.
Let him read the book.
Let him read the book. That's hilarious.
See, I'm not taking anything away from him. Like I said.
Right. It's just how you feel.
Yes, he's a nice guy. We have a great deal of respect for each other.
But you probably also have your ups and downs.
But at the same time, he needs to respect my feelings and how I felt. How I felt about that situation.
Right.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people, maybe 90% of his peoples, who felt, no, you shouldn't have done it, Omar. That was a lot of money then. Of course it was a lot of money then. It was a lot of money to Christopher. But I'm sure it wasn't a lot of money to you. He knows what he was getting into. And I don't think he also knew, okay, then this guy is coming and I wonder what the projection on the outcome of this album. You know, he never knew who Christopher was going to be.
Right.
So $25,000, damn. You know, Christopher, hey, I got me a lot of money. I'm rich. $25,000 to me? That's dog food.
And then at that time, you used to talk to Biggie. You told Biggie all of this,
Oh,
right?
please. Did I ever? Yeah.
You had an opinion about this back then,
Yes.
even.
Well, you know what? I just found out about the money after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but with Christopher, you can't say anything about Puffy. Puffy was his man. You know, Puffy was, you know, hey, this guy's gonna make me rich. You know, he's cool, ma. Leave Puffy alone. Hello?
And you're home beefing.
I want to knock him over.
That's so funny. Okay, and then Kim. Wow. You have strong feelings about Kim. And she doesn't hold back. I'm not going to get into all of it because there's a lot of it. But I guess it just says that Kim is, you feel like she used your son's fame to get into the spotlight, and that she, you call her an embarrassment who promotes a vile stereotype for women. Obviously, the relationship is sour. Was there ever one?
The relationship stinks. I don't think it's sour. It's past sour.
Did you ever have a good relationship?
I had a wonderful relationship with her. I thought I did. You know, but like I said, I thought I did. But if you have a relationship with someone, or you think you did, you do not go behind their back and slaughter them, you know, or disrespect them.
What do you mean? Like,
I felt that she claimed to love my son, adored my son. But at the same time, you know, she's abusing his memory. Here is a man who beat her to death. I mean, give her black eye and busted lips, and you loving him? What kind of who are you? Why didn't you tell me that? Tell me.
Do you believe that your son did that to her?
I don't know. I really, really, really don't know. You know, like I said, I don't want to get into the Kim thing.
Right.
The last time I get into Kim thing, hell breaks loose.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
But I really do not. What happened? You know, I'm sorry for where she is, but I'm sure she put herself where she is.
Wow.
You know, we all make our beds, and we need to lie in it and enjoy the comfort of it.
Was this book somewhat of a like a release for you for things that you might have been feeling like this, like maybe your feelings about the Kim situation or the Puffy? Was that stuff that you've been holding in?
No, it was not. It's just something that I felt I had to say, you know, and I'm not going to hold back. You know, something came up, you know, and I had to put it down. You know, I have to express my feelings. It's my expression. You know.
Let me ask you this: when you're doing stuff, when you write this book, do you ever, I don't know, put in your mind what Biggie would think reading the book, or what he might be? Yeah. So does that play a role in what you're writing or how you write it, or do you just go with your own?
My son always told me that I was opinionated. You know, Ma, you're so opinionated. You know, Ma, cool it. Come on, Ma. And when I was writing this book, I could hear him in the back of my mind. Why do you have to do that? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Why do you have to say that? But I had to do it.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny.
Ma, leave my man alone. Come on, Ma.
That's so great. That's so great. All right, the book is out November 1st. We'll talk some more about it in a second. I'll also we'll take some calls if you want to ask Ms. Wallace any questions. 1-800-223-9797. Kanye has number 4 today. That's Hot 97, official number 1.
Wallace is hip hop.
That was great.
That's the truth. Damn, Mom, do you have to write this?
And I bugged out. I got crazy. We start talking about this kind of stuff. I get crazy. Okay, Sat 97, official number 1 for hip hop and R&B. Miss Wallace has been kind enough to stay with me Yeah, my whole show so far. And Camilo's in. He's going to take over in a bit for the extended rush hour on a rainy Friday. You know what we didn't talk about yet, Miss Wallace, was the trial. And I was so confused because I kept reading different reports. I don't really have a clear understanding what happened in L.A. with it was a wrongful death. Is that what the suit was called?
Wrongful death lawsuit against
the LAPD.
LAPD. Well, what happened as right now, the case is in the hands of the attorneys are handling the case right now.
Okay.
What had happened was we found out that our information came to the forefront that certain files were misplaced. Certain information was being sealed, so we never get a chance to see them, or the attorneys never get a chance to see certain information.
Unreal.
And after the judge ordered them to show us the information, they showed us just a part of it.
Right.
And
so they called a mistrial, right?
yes, it was declared a mistrial.
So now you have to do the whole trial over again?
Yes, a mistrial all over again.
Unbelievable.
But that is good.
It is
because we have
there's new information.
New information.
Do you believe at the end of this there will be maybe an understanding of who was responsible for Biggie's
Not an
murder?
understanding. At the end of this,
We will know who was responsible.
We will know.
Unbelievable.
We will know. As a matter of fact, if you were in that courtroom, certain information that came out, you would draw the conclusion. Some of the things
You have definitely drawn a conclusion in your mind.
I had drawn a conclusion long before I went into court.
Really?
Oh yes.
Can you share that or no?
No, I will
No,
not.
you're not. Right? Okay. I don't know. I don't know if you want to or if you. Right. Wow. Well, I'm glad that it will give you,
Yes.
Some peace within at least knowing that it was,
But
dealt with.
It was a deliberate cover-up.
Unbelievable.
Right now, we see a deliberate cover-up from the police officers.
I admire that you are not gonna just lay
I
down
can't.
and yes,
I can't.
go get them. So, we'll be watching that closely and keep us informed with that
Please
too. Let's take some calls because people have been on hold with questions for you. So, let's go to 4. Who's this?
This is Derek.
Hi, Derek.
How you, Ange?
I'm good. Sitting here with Miss Wallace.
That's what's up. How you doing, Miss Wallace?
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Did-
I did have a question. Are you going to be doing book signings when Big's book come out?
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
We'll be at Virgin Megastore on November 1st.
Okay. Very good. That's the
Where-
city. Also,
in
I know
Manhattan.
y'all was talking about finding a cast member for Big. I'm in no position to make the decision, but Gorilla Black kind of sound like Big, so
Oh,
I thought
please.
maybe he might be a prospect.
Please.
Oh, please don't do that to me today. I'm not doing a gorilla thing today.
Not today, son. Not today. It's not gonna happen.
What's that?
That's you, Miss Wallace. You do. I'm looking forward to the book and the movie, though.
Okay.
All right.
So
Okay.
she just shut you down. She's so gangster. Line 7. Who's this?
This is Maurice Washington calling from Brooklyn.
What's up, Maurice?
What's going on, Angie?
Good. I'm here with Miss Wallace.
Oh, man, Miss Wallace, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
It's a pleasure to speak to you.
It's a pleasure talking to you, too.
Oh, all right. I just had a question. This is crazy. I was listening to the radio. I'm at work right now, and I heard you said about the casting job about the movie you was doing, and I'm not an actor, but I was just wondering, how could I get information on trying out for the part or anything.
You're not an actor, though?
No, I'm not an actor.
So why would you think you should play the part?
Because ever since I was little, I always been Maurice, a.k.a. Lil Biggie. I mean, I look like him. Everybody said I sound like him. I was in school. I was Little Biggie at all, and I'm just a big fan. I'm a big fan of B.I.G., and I just thought it'd be even just to try out.
Okay, do you know what?
I thought it'd be so, cool or whatever, just to try out. Not even if I don't get the part, but just to try out.
Well, there's going to be a casting call.
Well,
And I'm
right.
sure
Is there
you'll
any
get-
information I could get.
Well,
trust me.
trust me.
Miss Wallace will get in touch with me, and I will make sure you have the information, and we'll probably post it on the website also. So.
Yes.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
So just stay tuned, and when you guys know when the casting
I
is
sure
and all
will.
that, I'll make sure I don't forget and make sure that we get it on the
Okay,
air.
Maurice?
All right, thank you. It's a Pleasure speaking to you, Miss Wallace.
Pleasure
again.
speaking to you,
Go,
too.
go get the book November 1st.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do that.
All right, honey.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
All right. Well, shout out to everybody else on the phones. We've been taking calls all day. Shout again to everybody who participated in our, what did we call the Biggie phone-a-thon? Play or play? Yeah. For Biggie songs, everybody who donated their money for that, it definitely went to a great cause. Christopher Wallace Foundation, and Miss Wallace then also made a big donation to the Katrina and Rita relief funds
in Louisiana.
What else, Miss Wallace? What am I forgetting?
The Biggie duet album of the artists that are appearing on it.
Okay, give them to me.
You do some?
Give me some. Give me some.
Well, there's Jay-Z, of course.
I'm gonna let you get your promo on right now.
Well, Jay-Z's on it.
Did Jay do a new verse?
Yeah.
New verse, nice.
And I heard it and I liked it.
Okay.
And I love the Bob Marley, of course. And Nate Dogg had a beautiful, beautiful part on it.
Oh, good.
Tupac is also on it. Of course, Ludacris.
Now, do you have to get Pac cleared through a Phoenix?
Yes.
So do you
and I
you
spoke to
call
her personally.
Wow. Have you have a
Yes, we do.
a bond, I'd imagine.
And there's Nas, there's Mary J. Blige, Big Pun, Fat Joe, R. Kelly, Fabulous, Foxy Brown, Redman, and Eminem. Did I
Nice.
miss anybody?
Nice.
Bad Boy family.
And the Bad Boy family.
Gotta keep the Bad Boy
Of
family
course. Oh,
alive.
don't forget P. Diddy. Oh, no. Diddy.
Yeah.
Is she clowning him?
Of course, Diddy. Diddy's on it.
Hilarious. You were so-
And Faith. Oh, Faith.
and of course, the lovely and
Faith,
talented
yeah.
Faith Evans. Absolutely. Shout out to Faith, who writes the beginning of the book. What is it called? The preface, the foreword of the book. Yeah. It's always a pleasure, Miss Wallace.
It's a pleasure being here.
You're
I enjoy your company.
come by
Thanks for
anytime.
having me.
When you're ready to go with the movie, please let us help in the casting of. Let us help get people for you if you're low in casting. When you do the casting, we'll put the word out.
Hey,
help
I'm going to
you.
hold you to that promise.
Yes, no, come on. You know, whatever you need.
Okay.
We'll get the whole New York. Anybody over a certain height or weight, please report to. That's how we'll do it. Can we have it one time for Miss Wallace for coming through? Biggie, the book, November 1st. So we're going out with a Biggie joint. 197, official number 1. Let's go.
GrussellMedia.com